Alright, so we're just breezing through all of these orientation videos. This next video, we will discuss how to change your blog settings and actually get started in the blogging process. Because there's a lot of fun things that you can do once you have your blog set up. So, again, I'm going to go back to the main website and remind you that all this information I'm going through, this time we're right here in changing your blog settings. It says important you must read, but you can also listen because I'm going to cover the important confidentiality stuff in this video. But if you need it right in front of you so you can take notes and write on it, you can always click here and print it out via your personal printer. So I'm going to start by going to the blogging website, Blogger, blogger.com. And here you see the Blogger website. The username you previously created will be your email address that you used. So mine that I used was plcblogger@yahoo.com. And my password, I'm not going to tell anybody. Okay. Now, if you are using your own personal computer and you forget passwords rather easily, like sometimes I do, you can always click Remember Me. And this means that every time you go onto blogger.com, it'll always have your name and password there. So that you don't always have to remember it. That's always nice. Okay, so here is what we call our dashboard. Now, our dashboard is always the first thing that shows up. You will always see whatever blogs you have. So if you have previously used this email address to create a different blog, you will have two here. I believe the printout that I have on the website actually has two blogs in it that I'm managing through a different email address. So through here, you can write a new post, you can edit your previous posts, you can set your privacy settings in this one, or you can change the layout. Remember how I had those nice dots? If I decided I wanted to go with a green background instead, that's where I would change it. Monetize is just a little fancy feature on here that I believe it will just add advertisements to your web page, which are kind of annoying, so I wouldn't suggest you choose to monetize it. But if it's something you want to explore, go ahead and click that and you can read more about it. So for this one, I'm going to first start by editing the settings for my blog. So I'm going to click Settings. Now there's all these tabs up here. A lot of these tabs you'll never really need to use or look at. They're really advanced. A lot of people use blogging for professional reasons, and so they would need access to it via their mobile phone or through different sites, that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm just going to stick on the basic. Notice all those things that we just had on the bottom, the posting, settings, layout, are now convenient tabs on the top, so we can access them through there, or you can just always press your browser's back button. So I click Settings, and as you can see, here's my title. If I decided that I no longer wanted to be the PLC Blogger Chick, but I'd rather be PLC Blogger Teacher, I can change that. I can add a description. So this is a cool website for you to see what I'm teaching. You don't have to write anything in there. It just, if someone's going to access your blog, it'll just give them a basic overview on what it's about. Here's where the important changes come. Where it says add your blog to our listings, I want you to change this to no. When you select no, your blog will no longer appear in the Blogger homepage or the Blogger Play page, or sometimes up here you'll see something that when you're viewing blogs that will say go to the next blog. It won't be able to just be accessed by anyone who's clicking around the website. It actually just hides it. So I want you to click no here so that anybody who's visiting your site has to be visiting intentionally, meaning they have to know your exact web address in order to access it, which will only be people who are part of this study. Later on, you can share your web address with everybody else if you want to share with them the blog and the great things that you're doing on it. The next one I want you to change is let search engines find your blog. I want you to put no. When you select no, you're saying that if someone searches for, what's my blog title? PLC Blogger Teacher on Google, and if this was yes, that means that my blog would pop up in a Google search. So we don't want anybody to be able to search our names or anything via a Google search engine. So we want to click no so that they can't access it. Quick editing, this doesn't matter. Email links, that doesn't matter. Adult content, you're not going to have adult content, so just leave it no. This is like if you have like X-rated material or curse words on there, which sometimes we may feel like doing, but don't. Keep it professional, hence the professional learning communities. So no adult content. This is all just stuff down here that you can read through and check if you wanted. If you have any questions about them, just let me know. At the end, you're going to want to save your settings, otherwise it's going to change them back to the old one if you just clicked away from the page. So here we see that our settings were saved successfully. I should go down, and it shows that let search engines find my blog, no. Add the blog to the listings so anybody can access it, no. Alright, so that's it. And now you can go about posting to your blog, which we will talk about in the next video. So again, what we've done is we've changed the important settings and made it so that only people in the study who know your direct address and click that link are able to access your blog. And it is now safe and confidential unless you go about giving away our site address to everybody and anybody, which I don't suggest you doing. But again, we're going to try to keep the information confidential so it can't be linked back to our classrooms and our students. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video.